that this is the end of the Diddy story as we know it.
I know so much on how you got where you are.
Prepare for a stunning disclosure when Janet Jackson breaks her silence on a scandal involving two of hip-hop's biggest stars. The famous vocalist has, in an exclusive expose, a storm of accusations was released against none other than Jay-Z and Shadows. Jackson claims that these two music moguls are not only partners in crime in the business, but also in a number of evil deeds.
A lot of it depends on Diddy's situation, the individual facts.
As federal officials increase their examination into Diddy's actions, whispers of a grand jury hearing become stronger, as many sources suggest that possibility. Witnesses are being lined up, indicating a substantial advance toward possible indictments. Diddy's history is catching up with him, with his former lover Kessie Ventura among many who have previously settled civil actions against him. Surprisingly, the charges stretch beyond Diddy and his son Christian, portraying a dismal image of the family.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was f***ed up.
But the plot intensifies as Janet Jackson throws the bombshell that Jay-Z is also involved. She thinks they have done horrific crimes that must be brought to light. Federal officials have already raided Diddy's properties, revealing footage that could be key to the inquiry.
Just last week, federal agents raided two homes of rapper and music mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs in Los Angeles and Miami. Combs is the subject of a federal investigation.
Some victims who were unaware they were being videotaped have come forward, and their comments are set to upset the very foundations of the music world. Stay tuned as this explosive case progresses, with more victims and evidence coming to the surface. Janet Jackson's fortitude in coming up might just be the catalyst needed to hold these powerful men accountable. The stage is set for a showdown that might reshape Jay-Z and Diddy's reputations forever.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
But before diving into Janet Jackson's shocking revelations and accusations, it's essential to revisit the tumultuous history that Diddy and his longtime friend Jay-Z have with crime and violence. From their earliest days in the music business, these two titans have been entangled in a web of controversy, crime, and street gang affiliations. Their journey to the top was tainted by a series of violent fights and claims that point to a dark underbelly behind the glossy world of hip-hop.
I've seen the media portray me like I'm a gangster, which is just not the case.
The famed East Coast-West Coast hip-hop rivalry of the 1990s saw Diddy and Jay-Z involved in some of the most notorious feuds in music history as a head of Bad Boy Records. Diddy's feuds with Sung Knight of Death Row Records were famous. This bitter competition reached a brutal end with the sad assassinations of Shakur and the notorious B, both of which remain unsolved. Rumors continue to this day alleging that Diddy may have had a hand in these high-profile acts of murder, despite his vehement denials.
I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I could say that will back up my claim.
Diddy's participation in crime did not stop there. In the early 1990s, he was implicated in a deadly stampede at a celebrity basketball game he hosted in Harlem, which led in many deaths and several injuries, but no charges were made against him. The tragedy left a long shadow over his virginity and career.
Well, then in 1991, there was the Heavy D and Puff Daddy celebrity basketball game.
City College tragedy.
In the late 1990s, Diddy's legal problems continued when he was arrested alongside Jennifer Lopez in connection with a nightclub shooting. The incident, which involved illegal possession of a weapon, led to his acquittal, but it cemented his image as a figure forever surrounded by violence and controversy.
Whatever I want, I get! Whatever I want, I get!
Meanwhile, Jay-Z's criminal past is equally tuckered. In 1999, he was arrested for cutting record producer Lance Rivera in a bar. Jay-Z felt Rivera had distributed bootleg copies of his unreleased record, ending in a violent altercation in which Rivera was stabbed. Jay-Z later pleaded guilty to the assault and got a 3-year probation sentence. This episode highlighted the extent to which Jay-Z will go to defend his music and image from further degradation of his image. Jay-Z has admitted having a past immersed in substance selling throughout his teenage years. In interviews, he has publicly recounted how he sold substances on the streets of Brooklyn, saying that these experiences taught him the business acumen he later used to his music and entrepreneurial ventures.
He allegedly has done things and allegedly participated in a lot of things that the public would not be happy to do.
Adding to the series of controversies, Jay-Z has been charged of assault against women. His rocky relationship with Beyonce has also been tarnished by allegations of infidelity, which he finally admitted to in 2017, further complicating his public persona.
That's what these niggas is acting like out here. They rigging shit, doing all kinds of shit, happy that ain't nobody around to tell them what to do, and they just get to act a fool.
The criminal backgrounds of Diddy and Jay-Z are not only remains of their past, but have continued to impact their present. Recently, Diddy's legal problems have grown considerably. His ex-girlfriend Kessie Ventura filed a lawsuit in 2023 alleging him of rape, physical abuse, and coercing her into personal actions with males while he watched and taped.
We all saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy. Yikes. She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
Although this case was quickly sold, the charges have left a long shadow over Paul's career. In February 2024, music artist Rodney Lil Roe Jones Jr. sued Diddy, accusing him of abuse and harassment. Jones claimed that Diddy subjected him to unwanted groping and inappropriate work conditions during the production of Diddy's latest record. These claims are part of a growing list of lawsuits that paint a disturbing picture of Diddy's private life. Additionally, Homeland Security's recent raids on Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami have increased the scrutiny. These raids are part of an ongoing government investigation into trafficking, adding yet another layer of...
And let me tell you something else. Not only should he have apologized to Cassie in that video, he should have apologized to all of the general public that he lied.
As these dramatic events develop, whispers of indictments grow louder, raising the chance of a grand jury hearing. Janet Jackson's bravery in coming up with her charges against Diddy and Jay-Z adds a new explosive dimensions to the tale. Jackson thinks that these two music moguls have committed terrible atrocities, which have sent shockwaves across the business. Her revelations, combined with the rising legal charges against Diddy, suggest that the time for duty may finally be at hand, yet the rabbit hole of scandal and crime goes deeper. Janet Jackson points to chilling and even darker stories from the pasts of both moguls, linking them to the deaths of those close to them. She suggests that Dee orchestrated the assassination of Kim Porter to silence her from sharing his secrets, and Jay-Z reportedly had his mistress killed when she threatened to expose their affair.
And they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And
Kim Porter's unexpected death in November 2018, allegedly ascribed to pneumonia, has long been clouded in suspicion and conspiracy theories. L.B. Ella. Porter's former partner and the father of her son Quincy has been particularly vocal in his strong rejection of the official cause of death. Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. He declared on social media, casting doubt on the narrative that Porter succumbed to natural causes. His posts insinuated that Diddy had a sinister role in her demise, particularly because Porter was reportedly working on a tell-all book that could have revealed dark secrets about the mogul and the industry.
So, Cassie's story is Kim's story.
Porter, a mother of 4, including 3 children with Diddy, was known for her strength and health. Her close friend Lisa Poe revealed that Kim was going to write a book on parenting in Hollywood, a project that could have inadvertently exposed sensitive information about Diddy. Theories abound that Diddy, fearing the revelations this book might contain, tried to silence Porter forever.
That's life. Everything is life. It happens for you. Everything is for your greatest good.
In a very similar and equally sinister situation, Jay-Z's claimed participation in the death of his lover Kathy White paints another dark chapter. White, a fitness and beauty expert, was allegedly poised to go public with her affair with Jay-Z just as Beyoncé was announcing her pregnancy with Blue Ivy. The timing was important. A scandal of this magnitude would have severely damaged Jay-Z's carefully curated public image. Kathy's unexpected death from what was reported as a brain aneurysm only days before she was due to give an explosive interview has triggered multiple red flags. Liz Crowan, a journalist probing the whitetail, has publicly questioned the reported cause of death, citing sources who claimed Kathy had divulged her plans to expose Jay-Z Crone. Many people are skeptical that a seemingly healthy 28-year-old would die so quickly and unexpectedly, and the lack of a clear and thorough autopsy report has only encouraged conspiracy ideas. Kathy's death, like Porter's, is thought to be a calculated move by Jay-Z to safeguard his empire and avoid a peer nightmare during a key time in his life.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
These claimed assassinations reflect a worrisome trend of suppressing and eliminating threats by any means possible. Both Did and Jay-Z, hailed as titans in the music business, are now accused of organizing horrible acts to retain their power and secrecy. Jackson's revelations may start more investigations into these unsolved mysteries, urging authorities to investigate these cases with fresh eyes and a renewed feeling of urgency. As these horrifying allegations surface, the effects for Diddy and Jay-Z's reputations are deep. The industry, already unsettled by continuing legal battles and scandals, must now contend with the idea that its most famous figures may have been complicit in such meeb crimes. The questions loom huge: will justice be served, and how deep is the corruption? With each revelation in the music business, the stakes rise, and the once untouchable reputations of these moguls begin to shatter under the weight of these damning claims. The world waits with bated breath as the saga of Diddy and Jay-Z continues to unravel, offering more surprising twists and turns in the days to come. But what do you think about Janet Jackson's shocking charges against Jay-Z and Diddy? Do you believe these strong music moguls could be participating in such evil acts? Or do you think there might be another side to the story? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's get the debate started. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, follow, and press the bell icon.